Won over 70% of his games in 22 years as a head coach, 14 at his alma mater, James Madison, and the last 8 at Virginia Tech.
Well, now that Virginia native has left one Commonwealth for another, taking over the Kentucky women's program that's coming off back-to-back losing seasons.
He talked with Tom Lane today about that decision, the challenges of redoing a roster, and his competition with a good friend in Louisville's Jeff Walz.
I was not looking to move. Obviously, we built relationships there, built a program there that was top-notch. And but when this opportunity came, we felt like we just had to explore it, me and my family. And the more and more I dove into it, I just felt like it was a sleeping giant that was ready to be awakened. And we made the decision, and now we have to make it great. But everything's been wonderful so far, and we feel like that we can accomplish everything that we felt like we could accomplish when I took the job, and it's been wonderful.
First 2 or 3 months have been kind of a whirlwind?
It was a whirlwind to start. We upgraded it to a tornado probably a month in, but I have a tremendous staff, and they did an awesome job of just really assembling a great roster, getting acclimated to everything Kentucky, but also Lexington, the city. They're like my family, and they've been with me for a long time through a lot of different things, and for them to be able to travel with me really helped this program, set itself apart, be ahead of the curve, so to speak. And as a result, we put together something that I think can be very special.
What are the biggest challenges with almost a brand new roster?
Well, chemistry is going to be big. And anytime that you have to go in and put together, assemble, essentially a new roster, it's going to take a little bit of time. We've got to learn each other, but I think we'll be starting to play our best basketball when it really counts.
And you've got plenty of new rivals in the SEC, but you've got a new rival right down the road who you are very familiar with in Louisville, and Jeff Walz. You had some great battles in the ACC. We did. Jeff and I are really good friends, but we're also really good competitors. And I love Jeff because, we get out there, and when the ball is tipped, he wants nothing more than to beat me, and I want nothing more than to beat him. And as soon as the last whistle blows, that last horn sounds, we're going to be friends again, because we want to make sure that we're helping the game grow. We call each other frequently, just to try to make the game better. But we're going to compete. And with me being a little bit closer, I think it's going to be even more so of a rivalry, because we're going to recruit the same type players, from the regions. I think it's going to really help the rivalry of Kentucky versus Louisville, and we're going to try to do our part with that.
Brooks has 3 players and 5 members of his staff from Virginia Tech, all with him now at Kentucky, making that transition just a little bit easier.